It is a general reading, guys, so this may or may not resonate with every Capricorn watching this video. Some of the energies of the cards here can be flipped, so feel free to switch those energies or vice versa. Time is fluid, as you know, so you could have judged this energy or will be dealing with in the near future. This is for my Capricorns in love. It is a timeless reading, guys, so when you watch it is when you were meant to see it. And if you do need a personal reading, that information is going to be down below. This is for my Capricorns in love. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Bottom of the deck. 10 of Pentacles. You kidding me, right? No shit. With the devil here. Of course. Of course. Why not, right? Capricorn, you just have to show up in your readings. I love it. I love it. This is a soulmate that you're dealing with who's coming in, right? You are obsessed with this connection. Someone's obsessed with this connection for sure, right? With the devil and the 10 of Pentacles, what I'm getting is there is a soulmate, there is a reunion. But again, there is a sense of toxicity within the relationship, or there's just someone here who's very obsessed with you, okay? They're thinking about you day and night, and what they're bringing in towards you is a commitment. 10 of Pentacles, long-term, stability, longevity, growth, security, whatever have you, okay? So there's someone who's coming in with that. 10 of Pentacles. I love this. I love this. But yes, it is going to be a little toxic. Not little, it is a toxic connection, and it is someone who's obsessed with you, alright? So can't hold back. Let's see who's coming towards Capricorn. Alright, what happened in the past? The Knight of Cups. So there could be someone who tried to come in, okay? Someone who tried to sweep you off your feet, or someone who came in with an apology, okay? This is someone who could have tried to open up, or probably it could be you, Capricorn, who tried to offer your love or made a love offer to someone, okay? Current situation, Knight of Cups, okay? So yeah, I think that there could have been something that shook up the relationship. You could be wanting something very deeply with this person. This person could have been with the Knight of Cups. This person could be someone who is very in and out of your life. Okay, this person was someone who just did not know how to open up emotionally. Okay, this person was not wanting to be emotionally vulnerable because of their past issues or trust issues, whatever have you. Okay, right now with the Nine of Cups here, I feel you're doing you. I think in the past it could also be that you followed your heart. I'm getting a breakup. There could have been something that went wrong between you guys. Okay, you followed your heart in the past. Okay, and you're focused on yourself. You're focusing on, with the Nine of Cups, you're focusing on creating your own stability, your own happiness. It could also be a wish fulfillment. Okay, there's a wish that's coming in true. What's the biggest challenge here is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the influence. It's because you're focusing on yourself, the wish is coming true, because with the Nine of Swords in reverse here, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. More than anything, I feel you're not stressing about the situation anymore. This could be a situation that you were stressing over for a very long time. Okay, having sleepless nights, not being able to sleep better, and stressing, a lot of fear, etc. Okay, but yeah, you were in panic mode, and now you no longer care about the situation because your entire focus is your happiness, and that's why this is coming in. On your mind is the High Priestess in reverse, okay? So I feel that two things. Either there has been some information that has been revealed. There's something that has come to the surface, alright? We'll clarify, that's when I'll say more. But again, either you're trusting your logic over your intuition, or this is just some information that has come up to the surface, or there's just some kind of realization, an aha moment is what I'm getting, okay? I feel a secret or some truth has been revealed. What is the reason for the reading? The Root of Wishes, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So yes, things were probably not going your way, or there was just something that was stuck and stagnant for a very long time, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I also feel that there was karma paying off. Okay? You were just not ready to learn your lessons. I think the lesson out here that was teaching is that follow your heart and do what makes you happy. You could have been contributing too much of your love and too much of your emotions and investing too much into this person, and you forgot to love yourself first. And that's what it's teaching you, is what I feel. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, there were just no changes. There were no positive changes happening, okay? Things were just, it's almost like, there were just constant negative changes happening. You could have tried to push, or you could have tried to, stop this entire cycle from running its course. All right. Again, you could have been very angry with your situation, very frustrated because things were just not moving your way. Okay, and that's probably when you probably decided that, you know what, I think it's time. That's that revelation with the High Priestess in reverse here. That could be, you know, one of the revelations that came to your mind, and you were like, you know what, fuck it. I need to do what makes me happy, and I need to create my own happiness, and that's what you did. In the near future with the Temperance here, I think there's something, okay, there's a situation here which is going to require a lot of patience and a lot of balance from your side, all right? Yeah. Something's going to take time because the divine is at work. This is still not the current, this is still in the future. So imagine how much patience you need to have for things to go your way. Okay? Because with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here, the Wheel of Fortune reverse to me looks like a blessing in disguise. Right now, things are not going in your favor, Capricorn. Yeah, it's frustrating you, you're mad at this person, or it's just irritating you. But remember one thing, that if something's not in your favor right now, divine is at work because it's just not the right time for something to work out. Again, there could be a karmic situation that is playing out. Maybe the person you're dealing with is in a karmic situation, or you are, but the timing is just off. All right. But yeah, you will realize later why this is a blessing in disguise. So why it was actually going to be in your favor, but it was just not going to, the things were just not going to be played out the way you wanted them to. Okay. What you're doing right now with the Queen of Swords here, you're fed up. You're fed up. You're fed up of the situation. You're fed up of this person. Again, you could be wanting something stable from this person, and this person is just not ready to give it to you. All right? You're fed up with the Queen of Swords here. You've had it. This is an ultimatum that you've given to this person. If not an ultimatum, I think you have made yourself extremely clear about what you want. Okay, like no bullshit, no nonsense. This is what I want. Can you give it to me or not? That's the kind of energy that you're portraying to this person. This person you're dealing with, I mean, come on. You're expecting a commitment from the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Seriously? There's such a huge energetic difference between you guys. This is someone who's just not ready to step up the game. You're dealing with a page. They're constantly procrastinating. They want to offer you something stable, but they're just not being able to. A lot of self-doubt, a lot of lack of confidence. But this is someone also the same way, even if this person wants to approach stability towards you, which they want to probably, but they're just not making the right approach. They're not making the right move towards you with that stability. All right? So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone very, very immature. Okay? A lot of procrastination from this person's side, and you're fed up. You're done with it. Yeah, see, you're feeling left out in the cold by this person, okay, with the Five of Pentacles here. Either this is a very codependent relationship, or you just feel left out. I think I'm getting you feel very, I don't see the Ten of Swords here, but I just feel like this person, it's almost like, you know what, you don't want to, but you're going to have to leave this person out in the cold because you're just done with this bullshit. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You don't want to, but you have to do this in order to maintain your sanity, in order to focus on yourself. You're going to have to let this go again. Remember, we saw the devil here. So yeah, there are chances that you realize that this person was very, very toxic, okay? And you just have to let them go. As much as it breaks your heart to let this person go, you just have to. Like here, I've come with the Magician in reverse here. The person you're dealing with, right? Again, someone very immature, but someone, again, who thinks they just cannot make things happen with you. Again, either because there's no communication with you, or because you blocked them out, or because, you know, you've just made yourself very, very clear, and you're in that very no nonsense, no bullshit mode, and they're like, I don't know how to approach this situation with Cap, you know? I don't know what to do with my Capricorn. Yeah, but I think you've scared them away. You've scared them away. Again, lack of confidence, self-doubt, not knowing how to make things happen. Again, you're dealing with someone very immature is what I'm getting, okay? So yeah, you're expecting something very solid and stable from an immature person. How does that work? How does that work? This could also be someone who's always, you know, wanting to do things correct, you know, like they want things, the entire situation to be their way. Oh, when that happens, then I'll do this. Or when that happens, that's when I'll do this. A lot of procrastination, okay? And because of that, they're just not getting anything done. But yeah, they're procrastinating. They don't know. I think this person just does not know how to approach you. Because you're here with this level of maturity, with the way you approach this situation, with the way you approach this relationship, connection, situationship, and they're here. They need to boss up. I mean, that's not even a knight, for God's sake. That's a page. Alright, time for the Ten of Pentacles. Time for the Ten of Pentacles. The moon here. A lot of unknown, a lot of fear of the unknown, okay? So who are you dealing with, okay? I think there is this energy of stability, security, commitment coming in. But with the moon here, I think there's a lot of unknown energy. It's almost like you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, okay? You have the fear of not knowing what's going to happen next, okay? And I think with the strength here and the Knight of Swords here, there's someone who's holding back. This person's very scared. Very scared. This is someone who's very scared and they just don't know what to do. They're in panic mode right now and they're holding back. Again, dealing with someone who just does not know the right approach to make towards you. With the moon here, a lot of fear holding this person back, okay? The strength and Nine of Swords. Yeah, they're holding back from you. Something's taking a lot of strength, stamina, and courage to hold back from you, okay? And it's stressing them out. Or it could also be you who's holding back from them because this person's not being able to give you that what you want, right? And it's stressing them out. Knight of Cups here in reverse. You're not wanting to repeat this. You're not wanting to repeat your past mistakes, okay? Because it's almost like a situation, your connection was just not reaching that point of stability and security, okay? And with the Knight of Cups in reverse here, I think you're the one who's not wanting to be emotionally vulnerable, or you could be dealing with someone who's emotionally very manipulative. Give me one more card for the moon. I still want to see. Why is the moon here? Try for the moon here. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So there, okay. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting that there was a lot of things were hidden. There was a lot of confusion around this, and I think it got to a point where it was a very burdensome situation for you and you released the situation because a lot of fear, either there was a lot of fear or you just didn't know where this relationship was going. But with the 10 of Pentacles here, I think you're the one who's focusing on your stability also, okay? But yeah, this wants to come in, but again, there's a lot of fear within you or within this person, okay? This person is someone who probably needs to know what's the next move always. Alright, try for the 9 of Cups here. The commitment is coming in, guys. I can't make this shit up, right? 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands, bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. You have a reconciliation. This person from the past is fucking coming back. They're coming back to offer you that stability, okay? I think with the moon here and the 10 of Wands here, this person is trusting their intuition, and this entire situation has been laying on them very heavily. They're finally ready to lay off that burden, and they're coming in, they're trusting in their intuition, and they're coming in with this 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry I changed the reading, but that's how the cards, the clarifications can change the entire reading. That's how I see it. With the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Wands here, you have your commitment coming in. This is the twin flame connection. The stability, security that you're looking for, it's coming in. It's all fucking coming in. And this is your soulmate. 6 of Cups. They're coming back. Why? Because you let this relationship go. You stop stressing about it. You focused on yourself, right? Law of attraction. Let it go and watch you come back. What is this 9 of Swords in reverse? Yeah, see? 9 of Pentacles. Dude, you're killing it. You're following your heart. With the 9 of Pentacles here, you realize your worth. You realize your value. You become self-reliant and you feel that you don't need anyone. You don't need a relationship. You don't need a guy. You don't need a girl to make you full, to make you feel happy. You're whole and complete on your own, okay? This is someone who has a very firm sense of practicality within themselves. They don't need anyone. They're financially independent. They're on their own. They're chilling. They're taking care of themselves. They're chilling. They're going out with their friends, doing whatever they have to, okay? But a very independent energy, all right? Very independent energy. I'm loving it. That's why you're getting what you want. Alright, try for the High Priestess in reverse. Try for the High Priestess in reverse. Two cards want to come out. Alright, so whatever has been revealed, right, with the 10 of Cups and the Tower here, okay? So I think that something happened all of a sudden, okay? There's been a huge shake-up, or I'm getting more of a revelation. I'm getting more of like a realization. So with the High Priestess in reverse, the Tower and the 10 of Cups, I feel that Capricorn, you realize all of a sudden what and where your 10 of Cups lies. That's the big revelation. That's the big revelation. This is a huge change. This is a huge shake-up within yourself. And you realize where your 10 of Cups is. You realize, because you could have been dealing, you could have trusted your logic for a very long time, or you were just having a very hard time trusting your intuition, or you were listening to too many people's opinions, okay? But whatever it is, right now, you finally, with the Tower moment, again, there's been a huge shake up, a huge revelation, an aha moment, and you realize where your Ten of Cups is. So this could very well be you, Capricorn, who's wanting to pursue this person. What is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Try for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The weather's so awesome today. Yeah, see, things were just not changing. Things were just not moving. That is the root of the issue. So Capricorn, it could be you, it could be the person you're dealing with. Someone, this was a long-term investment, a very long-term relationship, and someone was just waiting and waiting and waiting for this relationship to come into fruition. Okay, waiting for the fruits of their labor, waiting for whatever they've invested. They wanted something to happen in 3D, okay? Again, there was a lot of dreamy stage going on, whatever it was, right? But things were just not changing. And that's when someone gave up. And that's the reason for the reading. Someone just was like, this, okay, you know what, fuck it. This is a waste of time. This is a bad investment. I'm out. That's exactly what happened. Again, see, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Your relationship was not getting into a high level of commitment, or you were just not getting this commitment from this person that you're dealing with. Now that you let this person go, they're coming back. Why does it always happen like that? Law of attraction. Damn. You don't really need to follow the law of attraction. You don't really have to do it that way. It just happens. Magician, right? Someone, I'm going to take that. The Magician. Someone's manifesting you back. Or you've manifested this person, whatever, take it how it resonates, okay? But someone's manifesting you back. Alright, but it's gonna need a lot of patience, Capricorn. So yeah, don't expect it to happen tomorrow, okay? Why is the Temperance here? Why is the Temperance here? Four of Pentacles. Give me one more card. Try for the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. You're standing up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself. With the Temperance, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords here. Capricorn, I feel you're maintaining your balance. Okay? You're keeping away from the drama. And you're being at peace with yourself. You're almost like getting an acceptance of a situation. But with the Four of Pentacles, I think when this person comes in, right, you're going to be very defensive. I don't think you're going to trust this person. You have trust issues with this person now that they've screwed you over. And with the Four of Pentacles, all okay? With the Four of Pentacles, I think that you're holding back. You're not going to open up with this person. Now I think you're now in a state of shutdown. Now that this person is ready to open up to you, they're ready to give you everything that you want. You're standing in your power with the Nine of Pentacles. So you don't even care anymore. You're not even making this situation a priority anymore. Now that this person realizes that you're everything that they ever wanted, right? With that realization, but you've already given up with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here, and now they're coming in. They're coming in with all this. You're going to be on that defensive stage, okay? It's like you feel like you need to take your power back, and you feel you need to stand up for yourself, and you're just shut down right now. You're going to be shut down in the near future because, again, Temperance, right? I think the waiting is going to get you a little anxiety. It's going to get you a little stressed out, okay? And I think Four of Pentacles is someone who's just got huge trust issues, okay? Very, very stubborn energy. Someone who refuses to open up. Blocking your heart chakra because this person's already hurt you. And now you feel you need to stand up for yourself before they hurt you or before they play any kind of mind games again. Try for the Queen of Swords. Try for the Queen of Swords. You're dealing with someone who always wants the upper hand, and you're sick of it with the Emperor in reverse here. You're dealing with someone my way or the highway, and you're like, no. A, you don't have structure. A, you're not reliable. B, you're always wanting the upper hand. C, you're like my way or the highway. D, you have no commitment and you have no stability, security that you're ready to offer me. You're done. You're resting your case. You're not even full. I mean, you could be dealing with someone who's super slow, first of all, okay? Or this is just you. No, I'm getting more of them. It could be you, Capricorn. Yeah, I mean, I think, and this person is not even moving towards you right now. Okay, things are at a standstill. Things are at a halt right now. But yeah, you're dealing with a control freak. You're like, screw you. Do what you have to. I'm done. It's like, you don't want to, but you just have to. You got to do what you got to do, right, Caps? What is the Page of Pentacles in reverse? They're being very non-communicative right now. What is the Page of Pentacles in reverse? I have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Justice in reverse. This person exactly knows that they've not done the right thing with you. They know. They know that things are just not fair. They know they haven't offered you something that you deserve. They know they haven't offered you what they owe you, okay? They know things are not fair. And that's one of the reasons, okay? With the Hangman here, they're putting the situation on hold. They're not doing anything about it. This person's afraid of you, Cap. They're very afraid of you because they don't know how to approach the situation now that you're in this Queen of Swords energy. It could also mean, Cap, that with the Queen of Swords and the Emperor in reverse here, I think you're the one, I don't know. Could be that you're the one who's being a control freak right now. I don't get it so much. I just feel that you cut out a control freak. You cut this person out because they were just not offering you anything stable. This person exactly knows that they're not being able to do justice towards you, or this person is not wanting to move towards you, but very slowly. But it's like they know that they're not being fair to you. It's like they have this realization of the situation. Okay, what is the Five of Pentacles here? Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You're stuck in your head, Caps. You're stuck in your head, in your emotions. You have the Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Cap, I'm getting you're not settling for anything lesser than a commitment. You're not going to settle for anything less. It's like, I know what I have to do. Even if I have to let this person go who I have loved so much, even if I have to let this person go, I will, because it is doing the right thing. It is doing justice to me. You don't want to let this person go, okay? But it's just that you feel very unstable and insecure within this person, okay? Within the connection. And it kills you to let them go, but you just have to. With the Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands here. You're very stuck in your head, okay? You're very stuck in your head. Again, you're letting fear to get the best of you, alright? And with the Two of Wands here, I think when this person comes back, you're going to need to make a decision. Or you're still at a crossroads. You still haven't walked away from this situation completely. You're thinking of doing it, okay? You're almost there with the Queen of Swords. You're almost there of shutting this person out. I think you're still waiting. You're still waiting. Because you have hope that this person will come back. Temperance, right? You're being very patient. Nine of Wands, trust issues. Now you're very guarded with this person. You don't trust this person one bit. What is the Magician in reverse? Give me one more card for the Page of Cups. Okay, so I think with the Magician in reverse, the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Capricorn, I think that whatever you want, it's still not manifested as yet, or you stop manifesting this person, okay? Because you just don't think it's happening. You just don't think it's going to come into fruition. And with the Page of Cups here, the moment you give up is when this person is coming in with an apology. This person wants to talk. They want to offer you an apology. But with the Ace of Wands in reverse here, there is still going to be a delay before you get that breakthrough in your relationship. Because I feel either you're not feeling the connection, or you feel that because this was a very disappointing situation, okay? You've reached a boiling point with the Four of Swords in reverse here, right? And you've already, with the Six of Swords here, you mentally have already distanced yourself from this person, okay? You've already mentally, it's almost like you had like a forced departure. You were forced to do it, alright? But because it was a very disappointing situation, okay, you saw a lot of potential with this person. But right now, because you're not feeling the connection, you just don't want a false start again. Again is what I'm hearing, okay? Because you could have tried this, you could have had this false start with this person over and over and over again. This person is coming towards you with this lame ass apology, with the Page of Cups here again. Magician in reverse. Two things. Either you feel things are just not happening with this person, or this person's coming in with the Magician here, but they still don't have that willingness, or they're not taking proper action towards you, or this is someone again who's doubting themselves a lot of whether they can make this happen with you. That's where they're coming in as a page and not as a king. Regarding